Welcome to Law Ruler, we're glad you're here. Today we're going to review how to set up, edit, and use milestones in your Law Ruler portal. What are milestones? Think of milestones as different stages of a process. Each milestone can be further broken down into tasks and subtasks. You can use these milestones to track a client's progress throughout their case. Let's take a look at how milestones work. Once a client has been converted to a case, the milestone tracker is located as a bar on the top of the client's intake details. The initial milestone will be highlighted yellow because it's in progress. Once a milestone is completed, simply click on the milestone to mark as completed. This will automatically cause the next milestone to begin. The first step to using the Milestones module in your portal is to configure the milestones for each of your firm's case types. You want to begin by navigating to the Setup icon on the left side of the page. Once the Setup menu is displayed, navigate to the menu item called Case Types, Milestones, Task List Items. This will take you to the Case Types and Milestones Management page. Depending on the permissions that are allowed for each user, some users may be able to move around the milestones without completing all tasks. This can be adjusted by clicking this checkbox over here. Here you can edit the different case types used by the firm, as well as any milestones associated with those case types. Choose an appropriate case type from the list, and navigate to the Edit Template button on the right side of the case type list. This will bring up the Milestone Editor. Using this tool, you can configure milestones for each case types, as well as include tasks and subtasks associated with those milestones. To add a new milestone, select the Add a New Milestone button on the right side of the screen. This will bring up a text box to add the name of the milestones. Add as many milestones as you need to properly configure your pipeline. Once you've added each milestone to the template, you can add individual tasks that can be triggered by the milestone progress. If you prefer to see all milestones and tasks in a list view and not per milestone, then click on the Show All button on the top to change the view. At this time, we will add one or more tasks that will automatically be created when a milestone is reached in an intaker case. Please note, these are not real tasks that are being created now to be done. Just bear in mind that we are creating a template that will be used inside of each new intaker case for this case type and will not activate these tasks until the milestone is reached. To add a task inside of a milestone, select the name on the milestone from the list. This will bring up the task list. You can add tasks to the milestone by clicking on the blue Add Task button on the right side of the page. This will bring up the Task Editor, which you can use to configure the specifics of the task, like task name, trigger time, and assignee. Tasks can also be triggered by the start of a milestone, a specific date, or by completing a previous task in the milestone. Let's set up a few examples. The first example that we're going to set up is a task based on the statute of limitation date. So we'll go ahead and put in SOL task. We will choose how many business days after the trigger will this task be due. We'll select 1. Now we're going to select which trigger. So we'll use a date field as the trigger. And from this drop-down, we're going to go ahead and select one of these date fields. We see we're going to use the SOL date, so we'll select that from there. And then finally, we're going to assign this task to someone. And now the task is ready to be configured, and we're going to go ahead and click Save. The next example that we're going to configure is going to be a subtask of the SOL date task. So we're going to go ahead and click the Add a Task button. We'll call this SOL subtask. And we'll say that this is going to be due 1 day after the task is done as a trigger. And we're going to go ahead and choose the task SOL date. And we're going to go ahead and also choose an assignee. And now this task that's been configured is going to be a subtask of the SOL date task. So we're going to go ahead and click Save. So you see it's been configured here as a subtask of the SOL task. Bear in mind, we generally recommend that any tasks that are triggered by a specific date be set up in your first milestone. The most popular due date type is when the milestone is activated, so we recommend that as the easier way to implement this feature. But there is flexibility for other due date types and subtasks as needed. After all tasks have been added to your milestone, Click the Return to Milestones button on the top left of the page to return to the Milestones template. Make sure to click Apply Changes to apply your changes. If your milestone template is going to be used for multiple case types, you have the option to copy the template to your firm's other case types by using the Copy Milestone Task List to located on the top right of the Milestones template page. Simply select the other case type you want to copy the template to from the drop-down and click the Copy button on the right side of the drop-down. This will copy the Milestones template and all associated tasks and subtasks to the selected case type. Now that we've set up our milestones, let's see them in action. First thing we'll do is we'll go to this new intake over here. And we could see that the initial intake details milestone is highlighted in yellow. That means that it's in progress. What we'll do is we'll go to the tasks. We'll complete the tasks that are associated with it. And we can see that the initial milestone has been completed and the next milestone has begun. As always, thank you for choosing Law Ruler. If you have any support questions, we are here to help. You are welcome to contact us via email at support@lawruler.com, and you can also access our online support forum located at support.lawruler.com. If you ever need done-for-you consulting, it is billed hourly and available for you, so please inquire whenever you need our expert team to do something on your behalf.